In this video, I am going to tell you how to organize social media content. And stick around until the end because I'm going to share with you the best system that I've ever created to manage social media content. So there aren't really any right or wrong ways to organize social media content. It's all about finding what works the best for you and what's easiest for you and what ultimately makes you create content and implement it for your social media strategy. Now, there are three main ways I'm going to cover, but just understand that you can use a combination of these or you can come up with something that's completely your own. First thing up, you can use a scheduler or a planner software. There are lots of different schedulers out there. You may have heard of them. Some include Hootsuite, Buffer.com, Later, and many, many more. I actually have an ultimate scheduler's guide where you can grab in the description below that will go over all of the schedulers, all of their best features, and the pricing ranging from free all the way up to the very expensive scheduler that I use. But you can use a free scheduler to manage your content. I don't use them as management systems to organize content simply because when I manage clients, I just need a more streamlined approach for team management. And a lot of times schedulers, you have to pay more to have another team member to access it. So it may not always be the best option. However, if you're a person who just wants to pay for convenience, or if you have someone else managing, creating just your business's content, this may be ideal for you, as you can just keep everything in one place and you can just organize content there. You can keep notes there and it can be a good system. So that's why I've included it here, because it could work for some people. Now, if you're looking for another option and you want team members to have access, but you don't necessarily want to pay for an extra member to access the information, and you don't mind having a few different places to store your content, I would recommend Google Drive or any cloud device, from Google Drive to Dropbox to OneDrive. However, I specifically recommend Google Drive because most people have Gmail account, so it's pretty easy to share access. Also, because of the initial storage capacity that Google Drive offers. I actually started using Google Drive when I first started with social media management for my main source of saving content, everything from graphics to videos, and then I built out a Google Sheet planner to plan all of my content. Some of the content calendars had rooms for 2 posts per day. Some of them had 4 posts per day, and just whatever was needed, I could custom create it for what I needed. It would have the date in one column, the caption in the next column, the link to the media in the other column, and any sort of other notes or details that I wanted to add. It was extremely customizable. It was very, very organized and just an overall easy tool to use. Now, there are many different templates out there that you can find, or you can simply create your own. I did create my own because ultimately I found what I created worked best and ensured that I got everything up every single day. This scheduler was ideal for me when I first started because in my first year, I had to post to my Facebook personal page every single day. And you can no longer schedule posts to Facebook pages, your personal page. So having this scheduler allowed me to go without ever missing a post, which can be very challenging, as you may know, especially if you're not using a scheduler. So I would be able to prepare all of my posts out for the week or the month, and then each day it was simply a matter of copy or pasting, and then at some point I could even have an assistant help, just to ensure that all of my well-planned posts were always went out and never missed a day. Now, I want to tell you about the best system I created to manage social media content. I no longer use Google Sheets or Google Drive in the capacity that I used to, and I've now switched to Trello.com. Now, other people, they may use something like Asana or Monday.com, but I really like Trello. Trello has a very low investment compared to the others. I'm sure that maybe one day, I've used Asana, I've used I'm familiar with Monday, so I do see these as options potentially in the future, but I'm just really happy with my system right now because it's very easy for clients to understand. It's fairly easy for team members to understand, and it's user friendly. The interface looks nice. And so I'm able to plan out everything in a way where it shows up on a calendar view, and I can put all of the posts for each day for every platform on one card for the client to review, along with media. Any changes that need to be made, a team member can make it directly to the card. Or if the client would like to make a change to the caption, the client can make a change directly within that card. We can also sync cards to other Trello boards. So it's a very good system. Now, it may sound advanced and it may sound like a little much, but I can tell you, after clients experience using it, I've even had a client who, even when she decided to move on, is still using my Trello system to this day. So I know it is effective and it works as a way to easily organize and just really see your social media content. Follow me for more social media tips for your business.